Hello, this is RICKY, the Android guy. Hey guys, so today I'm doing a side-by-side comparison, screen comparison between the Galaxy S3 and Galaxy S4. So these are the two top, really some of the best screens out in the market, and now we're going to see how they compare side by side. So the important thing to note first is this is a 720p screen and this is a 1080p screen. So that's pretty important to note. The colors on the AMOLED are also different on the S4, so they're a bit brighter and not only can they be truer to color, but they can also be more vibrant. I do have this phone on the smart adaptive screen, so it should change periodically depending on what we're looking at, but we'll see. So on this comparison, we're going to go over three different ones. First of all, let's just zoom in to text to see how they kind of compare. Now, of course, we wouldn't actually ever zoom this kind of clear, but with Samsung, you do a really great job of not needing to see pixels ever. However, you can't see them even if you try on the S4. Over 400 ppi pixels per inch. You just aren't going to see pixels. The human eye really can't. First, let's go to text, though. So first, we're going to see the same book on both screens at the same percentage. So this are both on the same font size right now on their respective displays. So let's see how they look. And without losing too much focus. So you can kind of see the difference between these two, that just very crisp and very clear on here. That's where you can start to see a little bit of graininess on the S3 at this close. Now if we make that even smaller, so I'm going to make it one smaller. And so you guys can see that. So obviously, to give you an idea, by the way, too, you would not, if a book you would normally not read at this kind of font size. So I made it small enough to where you really wouldn't read like this comfortably. But just to kind of show off how small the font can be. And hopefully my camcorder focuses now that I turn the power off. I'll zoom out a little bit. Oops, flip the page. There we go. So again, you can just see when it comes to this, it's a little bit crisper on the S4 comparing to the S3. Depends on how good your eyes are too. Some people's eyes can really tell the difference right away. Some people can't. So we shall see. So that was our reading one. Now how about web browsing? Now I'll do web browsing comparison between the S4, S3, and probably even like the Note 2 or something like that at a later point. But this is just for visual, okay? So first of all, we can kind of see one thing right from the get-go. The S4 gets a little bit more on its screen simply because of 1080p, it just fits it better. So that's going to be one thing. Now if I were to zoom in on this, let's just try to keep both. I'm trying to have both articles in the same part. Okay. And from here, hopefully you can see that you can pretty much make out the article, what the words are saying right here. Whereas here, not so much. It's just a bit harder to be able to see everything on the S3. You always do have, of course, the Air View feature, which I think I have disabled right now. But basically, if you hover over it, will actually do a magnifying glass into it. Let me see if I can turn that on right now. Or if I do have it on, and I just don't. Yeah, should have it on. So if yeah, there you go. So if I hover over it, you just have the magnifying feature so that it basically pops that up and gets it even more easily for you to see and read. So that's just another feature compared to the S4, but again, we're just more comparing screens right now. And you can see the difference in web browsing, and again, I'll do a web browsing in terms of pinch to zoom, speed, and all that kind of stuff in another review. And now, photos. So these are 1080p photos, so you kind of see the difference on these two. So I'm going to put the S3 at the top and the S4 on the bottom, and see the difference between them. And on this one, I'm going to turn the lighting off so you can really just see the screens themselves. Again, the S4 is on the bottom, and the S3 is at the top. Same photo, both in 1080p. Now I believed these ones kind of got mixed up on the S3, so to kind of show you, even pinch to zoom doesn't go in as close. It seems like, oh, we have a little wording on there. That's perfect. Person who made it. Unfortunately, the photos got jumbled up on the transfer, so I just have to find each photo, compare to each photo, and just show you on there. Again, you can kind of see, it might be because of the Smart Adaptive, but the colors visually definitely look better on the S4. Compared to the S3, a little bit less realistic to what they actually are. And let's go for this one, which on this one, all the way at the end, I believe. Show you again in terms of screens, comparing each one. Again, we can kind of see the green difference right here compared to here, whereas the S3 kind of goes a little bit darker tone compared to the more realistic and definitely more detailed on the S4. Okay, and okay, let's go on that one, the same. Let's really go ahead and go for the detail on this one. Let's check out the brick wall. And so you can see this difference in display, just a bit more clarity. Hopefully everything is coming out like I'm showing it to you guys here. And then let's see the marble one now. And that's a really good comparison on the reds right there. Just a lot more truer, definitely on the S4, which is again at the bottom. Alright, and now we'll keep the light off and just show you guys the last one, which is the video. So I'm going to show you guys a video that on both of these, and we'll see the clarity difference on them. Okay. Kind of try and do my best to make sure. So, I mean, I could already see it definitely like in the hair and things like that. Just a lot more visually impressive on the S4. But again, it's just a side-by-side comparison. It's comparing to the screen. Definitely can tell the difference between them. Just even in stubble, it just shows a lot better on the S4. Alright, so yeah guys, this was the screen comparison between the Galaxy S3 and the Galaxy S4. Hopefully it shows just as well as it does in person, because in person I do believe that this one, the S4, just is really just immediately notice the difference. It's just so much clearer, so much brighter, so much sharper. And hopefully this has shown a bit of it. It definitely is a huge difference in person, so hopefully you guys can tell over this video. If you have any questions on it, feel free to ask. This has been RICKY, the Android Guy.